Hello everyone, welcome to Global Online University. In this video, we will be looking at most expected MCQs from Research Aptitude for your upcoming UGC NET 2022 Paper 1 preparation. So here we have discussed questions that have been repeatedly asked in the examinations, and you will get a very clear idea of this particular unit in the examination. Before going to the questions, I would also like to tell you that we are starting our new batch for UGC NET 2022 Paper 1 from 13th of February, that is tomorrow. In this batch, we will provide you with daily live lectures, and our lectures are both in English as well as in Hindi. So we provide you English live lectures every day at 9 p.m. So it is in pure English, students, and we have a lecture for Hindi at 10 a.m., that is in the morning. So here we will be covering your entire syllabus in 3 months, and we will be helping you with the revision. 2 to 3 times we will revise your entire syllabus before the examinations. Along with that, you'll get notes, previous year's papers, and test series. So if you want to join, you can contact on this WhatsApp number. The fees is 1,999, but if you join today, you will get a 20% discount. Okay, and you will have to pay just 1600. That is the fees of paper 1. So the first question is, dash is the act of appropriating somebody else's ideas, thoughts, pictures, theories, words, or stories as your own. So if you're using somebody else's ideas and you're posing it as your own, that means you are showing it as your own idea. That is called plagiarism. Okay, plagiarism. uh, for instance, like you are using somebody else's research paper and you say that theory has been written by you, but no, that has been written by somebody else. So this cheating in the research field is called plagiarism. Okay, not bias, not integrity, and not confidentiality. Okay, so next question is, the research should be value oriented, in the interest of human beings, in the self interest, in the interest of all living creatures, or in the interest of religion. So first of all, we will rule out this option, religion. Research should not be in the interest of religion. In the interest of human beings is right. Okay, self interest is wrong. It should not be, a research should not be for self interest. But if you look at option C, in the interest of all living creatures, so students, a researcher should not focus only on human beings. They should also focus on other living organisms, okay, like plants, on animals. Okay, so all living creatures. So a research should be of value oriented for humans as well as animals or other creatures. Okay, so in option 1, means A and C, the most appropriate is option C. If you look at the next question, the ethics in research is not related to. So if you look at the options, humanity, this option is absolutely wrong, because ethics in research is related to humanity. So because the question is asking not related to, so this will not be the right answer. Scientific method, self interest, or reliability, the most appropriate answer is self interest, means the ethics in research is not related to self interest. A researcher should not be selfish while performing a research. Okay, so C is the right answer to this question. Next question is, the wrong statement related with research is. You have to find the incorrect statement. Okay, researcher has been carried out for invention. Okay, so the main aim for the research is invention. No, students, sometimes research, it happens for the basis for increase the knowledge. Okay, not just for invention purposes. The researchers have been carried out for name and fame, means for popularity. No, that is not right. Research is not for name and fame. Research has been carried out for ornamental degree, means do you think a researcher is doing to get a particular degree and show? Okay, means for show of purpose. So all of these statements are incorrect. Okay, researcher is not only for invention, not for name frame, and not for show of purpose. Okay, next question is, what is the purpose of doing research? To identify a problem, to find the solution, both A and B or none of these. So the purpose or means the aim of doing research is to identify the problem and find the solution. So both A and B will be the right answer. Okay, that becomes C is the right answer to this question. Question number 5. The feasibility of a research study generally depends upon. Feasibility means the possibility of a research. It depends on cost factor, means obviously a researcher should take into account of factor, because if you will not have the appropriate funds, you will not be able to do the research. Okay, time required to conduct the research, yes, this is also important. If you want to find out a research that is feasible, means that is possible, you should also know the time frame. Means obviously a research should not take like 200 years. Okay, it could take like 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, something like that, but it should be a possible number. Skill set of the researcher should have the desired skills to perform the research also. So this makes option D as the right answer, because all of these account to the factors which will determine the feasibility or means the possibility of a research. Okay. An empiricist believes that natural science method should not be applied to social science. Social science method cannot be applied in natural science. Knowledge is acquired through our sensory perceptions. So empiricist comes from the term empiricism, where it says that knowledge comes from experience. Okay, experience. Like you remember, there is a term called perception or pratyaksha and logical reasoning unit of the examination. Okay, for UGC NET Paper 1, logical unit. From that unit, logical reasoning, you have seen the term perception. So perception says that knowledge comes from sensory organs. Okay, so empiricism is, it says that knowledge comes from experience, or you can say sensory organs. So question number 7, right answer is C. The two main approaches of a research is data collection, data analysis, survey and questionnaire, sampling and data collection, or qualitative or quantitative research. So the two main approaches is qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative is related to in-depth meaning of a particular topic, and quantitative, it deals with numbers. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Next is, which of the following terms best describe data that were originally conducted at an earlier time by a different person for a different purpose? Primary data, secondary data, experimental data, or none of the above? So the data that was originally conducted at an earlier time, means in the previous time by a different person, is called primary secondary data. Okay, primary data, students, it is called first hand data. You need to remember this, first hand. Like we say na, any vehicle like car or bike, you say that is first hand. So first hand means that you are the first person who are using that car. The same way primary data is the data that you take out or you gather or you collect. That means if you are doing a questionnaire, okay, a survey, that is a kind of first hand data, primary data. Secondary data is if you are using journals, okay, or if you are using internet. So there could be a question like, the data collected from internet is primary data, secondary data, experimental, or none of the above. So if the question is asking about internet data, in that case also the right answer will be secondary data. Okay, next question. Sampling is advantageous as it helps in capital saving, increases accuracy, saves time, or both A and C. Okay, so sampling is helps in capital saving. Yes, this is absolutely right, students. Capital means money. See, if you want to do a research on 1 lakh people, it is very difficult and very time consuming to collect data from 1 lakh people. So what do you do from 1 lakh people? You take out 100 people. So instead of doing a research on 1 lakh people, you are doing on 100 people. This 100 is called sample. Okay, and the process of collecting 100 people from 1 lakh people is called sampling. So if you do research on less number of people, it will save time. It will not increase accuracy. Okay, there are chances of decreasing accuracy, because instead of considering 1 lakh people, you are considering only 100 people. So certainly sampling, it does not increase the accuracy. Sampling saves time. Yes, it saves time, as I already told you here, that the time taken for doing research on 1 lakh people is more than 100 people. So sampling is advantageous in capital saving as well as in time saving. Okay, next question. Objectivity in research implies exact judgment of truth, finding consistency with reality, inter-research agreement, or methodological sophistication. So objectivity means the main aim or purpose. It means finding consistent with reality. Okay, that is objectivity. Okay, option B is the right answer. A research can keep the sample size low if population is a researcher can keep sample size low if the research is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means the population are of different variety. Okay, so then a researcher, if he wants to keep the sample size low, then which type of population he should use? Heterogeneous, inaccessible, homogeneous, or all of the above. So the sample size can be taken low if the population is homogeneous, meaning the population is of same type, right? So if the population is of same type, then homogeneous. If the population is homogeneous, sample size can be low. Next is the problem of research seeing only what they expect to see is called research bias, experimental bias, leniency effect, or halo effect. So you can answer this question by just looking at the question itself. The problem of researcher seeing only what they expect to see is research bias. Like if the researcher is doing a research on a particular topic, he has been associated with this topic for like 5 to 6 years, and they think what they are doing is correct. Okay, maybe what they are thinking and what the actual truth is different, but seeing what they want to see is called research bias. The researcher is biased, or means he is not doing the true research. Okay, that is bias. Bias means partiality. Attributes of objects, events, or things which can be measured are called qualitative measure, data, variable, or none of the above. So the attributes or objects or event that can be measured. Measurable is variables. Okay, variables are like you can measure age, you can measure income, right? You can measure height. Okay, all these are variables, or some sales of some particular item. So all these things can be measured and these are called variables. Okay, C is the right answer. So this was the last question. Before ending the session, I would like to tell you that those students who are preparing that UGC NET paper 2 in economics, commerce, management, or computer science, we have complete study material for you. We provide test series, notes, video lectures, complete video lectures. If you take paper 2 course, paper 1 is absolutely free for you, and the fees for paper 2 is 5,000 rupees. It includes your paper 1 as well. So if you want to join, you can contact on this WhatsApp number, and then you can get access to the material. So see you in the next video. We will be starting with communication unit students in our new batch. Okay, so keep studying. We will provide you all the material as well. After this session, I will send you all the material in our WhatsApp group, right? Okay, so bye.